So sulfur, a metal, metalloid, or non-metal. So sulfur is a, so is it a, so sulfur, is this a metal, non-metal, or is it a metalloid? Okay, what's its family name? Okay, so when we talk about sulfur, when we talk about metals, non-metals, and metalloids, we have to look at the periodic table, right? So first, what is the element symbol for sulfur? So our element symbol for sulfur here is S, right? Element symbol is S. So let's look at the periodic table, and let's try to find where sulfur is. Sulfur, I don't see an S in the left side, but I see sulfur here on the right side, and belongs here at number 16, right? And this website is actually really, really good because it just says, oh, I can see it, that's highlighted green, so I can immediately think it's a non-metal. However, if you're not given this information on a test, what you have to do is you have to figure out where my metalloids are. And my metalloids are kind of the staircase here. So this here, boron, silicon, arsenic, and then antimony, tellurium, and astatine here. It makes a kind of a downward staircase, right? It goes like, what? There's a step here, kind of two steps here, and then another step here, right? So again, I have this kind of staircase here that makes it my metalloids. In this case, sulfur is not included in this staircase, right? So in this case, I can conclude that sulfur here is a non-metal. And what in terms of the family name, what can I say that the family name or the group name is is whatever group 16. So I can say here its family name here, you can say it's group 16, and specifically it's a chalcogen, right? So I can say it belongs to group 16. Group 16. And if you don't know it's group 16, again, it's this is group 1, 2, and you can count all the way here. This here is 16. The vertical columns are, this is the first vertical column, second, third, fourth, all the way up to, so this here is the 16th. So I'm going to say this here is our answer. It's a non-metal, and it's group 16. So it says from Johns Hopkins University, sulfur is a non-metal because it's not placed in the metal group. Easiest ways to check is because it's through the periodic table because it saves time. Sulfur is described as a non-metal. Poor conveyor of warmth, okay. Sulfur is dull and brittle, okay, good. Non-metals. Sulfur has a low density because it has less volume for its electron cloud. So this answer is good because it's using in terms of physical and chemical properties to determine if it's a metal or a non-metal. Remember, if it's a metal, you have kind of physical properties such as ductility, malleability, luster. You have all these metal properties specific to metals, and sulfur doesn't have those properties. Sulfur metals are solid in room temperature. Sulfur is a gas in room temperature, right? So again, all of these physical properties determines that this here is non-metal. So this here is a great solution. Can also include that sulfur lies on the right hand side of the periodic table, hinting that it could be basically inferring that it is indeed a non-metal. Sulfur is also, did they say gas in room temperature? No. Sulfur is also a gas in room temperature, meaning that it cannot be a metal. So the solution here is correct.